Holy Moses! It's a gratitude video. Old style. How you doing? Good to see you. I trimmed my beard, yeah. What's wrong with that? It's humid out. It's a feeling, it's still there. It's just smaller, shorter perhaps. Don't worry about it. It'll grow back. It'll grow back. I know. It's kind of like Burt Reynolds shaving off his mustache. It's. How you doing? I am at the bus stop that you usually see first thing in the morning. Usually about, what is it? About 4:48, 4:51 a.m. We're waiting for the same bus to bring us to the subway station. I'm on my way into downtown Boston to meet my friend Thomas Gilkey, the Gilkinator, the Guilt Man Returns. You know him. Subscribe to his channel. I'll drop a link in there a little later too when I get home. I'm thinking about publishing, maybe doing a gratitude list once a week at this point. I'm trying to use suggestions. I'm trying to use suggestions made to me through YouTube advice channels about building. I would love to get a bigger audience. And I love you guys. I mean, but there's room for more people. We're not going to gatekeep here. We don't gatekeep here. We pass the torch. It's a big paradigmatic difference, a paradigm. Not parasitic difference. No! Paradigm. A point of view, where you're coming from. That kind of thing. Welcome to Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show. Coming to you first thing in the afternoon. 61 degrees Fahrenheit. 12:07 p.m. Yes, I'm waving at you. Hello. Thank you. Oh, great. No headphones. Can't you mind your own business? Well, you just made it everyone's business, didn't you? Because you can't use headphones. Oh my gosh. Let's see who. Oh. Well, that's public transportation for you, huh? And that's where culture went, and that's where society went. What do we do today for a show? Well, let's do our gratitude list. I am very grateful and blessed. I have a foundation method that I use and that I extol and share with other people. I'm trying to figure out who it is from. What language is that? It doesn't matter. Dude, you're on fucking public transportation. Stop bitching. We all paid our, how much does it cost for a bus ride? $1.80 now? Something like, I think it's $2.40 for a subway ride.
Independence Avenue.
I usually take 2 subways and 1 bus a day. So by the middle of the month, or by the end of the month, I've already saved like $100. $105 to be honest with you. And it's $90 a month for the unlimited rail pass for the subway and buses. And there is a little bit of limited kind of thing to that in a way. In a way that like if you leave the station, you can't get immediate re-entrance. It takes about an hour or so. So it's $1.70 for a local bus.
Red line and bus connection.
Cool. Thank you. Drive safe. God bless. Bus, 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 bus. Yay! We haven't taken the subway. Well, since we got back from Dallas, I didn't even take the subway home. I took the commuter train. Well, but it's all part of the same thing. The Massachusetts Bay Transit Authority, the MBTA. Well, Charlie went aboard at the Sully Square station and he changed for Jamaica Plain. When he tried to transfer. He said, conductor said, one more nickel. Charlie couldn't get off of that train. Well, did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever 'neath the streets of Boston. He's the man who never returned. It's Charlie on the MTA, a very old song, made popular by the Kingston Trio. And it's about the fare increases on the old MTA, the Massachusetts Transit Authority. Now, when they expanded the services to include commuter rail trains, which are diesel trains, oh boy, how are we getting downstairs? Is the thing closed? Don't know. We'll find out in just a moment. How's it going? Pretty good. Is the elevator open?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. Today on I Deal with Anxiety. So yeah, about to go into town. I always chew back a little anxiety, but I'm blessed and grateful. Oh, did we even get there yet? Okay, I'm starting off with the foundation method of my gratitude list system. It's called the patented Sully foundation system. Patent pending. I'm grateful and blessed for my family, for my friends, for my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job. That's a burp. A good night's sleep, a solid breakfast, the peace that comes from being a single man, my age, my sobriety, whatever form that takes today. I know I can have 2 pints of Guinness with lunch today, and anything more than that will be asking for it, you know? So I'd like to say I'm California sober, but I don't think California is a very good, thing to, compare yourself to. They're not doing too well. They're not a good example. Charlie card, coffee, T-Pass. Go. Oh no, the elevator's out. No, you need the escalator. Does it have a posting on when this job will be complete? And yeah, one more stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to
Short
Boston,
ride.
and I just didn't. Yes. I didn't know if it was this one or that one.
Well, this side, to be honest, it's one platform.
Okay.
You can follow me. I'm going that way.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. See, why do I do so bad with chicks? I'm fearless. I talk to them all the time. I have no idea.
Yeah, I went years ago to watch Oil Camp Boys.
Yeah, I was at the game.
Now, it's good to get on a strategic side of. See, I'm a professional tea writer. I am grateful for the public transportation in Boston. So the it's literally the country's oldest transit system. It used to be streetcars. And the rails were in the middle of the street. Then traffic became so maybe I should take a panic pill. And if I take a panic pill, that will keep me sober for the day too. See, these are the checks and balances of life. That is the commuter train. The diesel, purple line, the commuter rail. Not the subway, not a street. And that goes to suburbs and connects suburbs to the herb, the city. I do. It's just like you have to. I have to respect it. It's not. I can like it or dislike my panic and anxiety all I want. But the hard truth is I need to be able to do things, and I need to be able to go out and see my friends and have lunch on my day off. I need to be able to live life. That's the whole point of being better. If If I wasn't, I should just stay home, and I have before, and I leave places early. You know, and I'm so blessed and grateful that I didn't have. I managed my panic and anxiety on my trip to Dallas. I only had to take my panic pills twice, both on my flight. Here we are. I didn't do the whole show off the subway thing, did I? Oh boy. Here we are. Yeah, my strategic. I know which part of the platform to stand on to do the less walking to the next platform at my transfer station at Park Street at the Green Line. Park Street is one of the oldest. Here we are. We're talking about it, right? I am grateful and blessed for the MBTA, the Massachusetts Bay Transit Authority. We are here on the red line. We're going all the way here and then over here. Usually I take it here Monday through Friday, from here to here. Monday through Friday. It's about a half an hour journey from stop to stop.
Next up, Quincy Center.
Next up, Quincy Center. Heard. I grew up between Andrew and JFK UMass, right here. We had Seabreeze, we had a beach, and we had the project. But yeah, that's a system map. But I am grateful and blessed for public transportation. I just imagine what shape would my panic and anxiety. I was diagnosed as PTSD by a doctor in 2020, and I've been dealing with that ever since. And I've been dealing with crippling anxiety and panic attacks pretty much since late 2020 and 2019, rather. Oh boy. How are you doing? I hope you're weathering your life well. Yeah, I mean, I am. I'm trying to. Weather is the optional word today. It's a rainy day here in Boston Fair. I wore my raincoat or my rain jacket. I have an umbrella. I folded it up a couple of minutes before the bus, and shook it out so it doesn't leak everywhere, But I've been riding the MBTA, the Massachusetts Bay Transit Authority, the T. Why the T? That is the iconic, that's the icon for the metro, the underground, the subway, the transit authority. We call it.
Up this train a little bit to your left. Change there for bus connection and for your round services.
What did he say? See, that's what you get for. I hope that was a direct communication. I mean, that's the fuzziness through the old speakers or the microphone. But I have no idea what he said, with the information that came before that is pertinent or not. I have no idea. There is a car. The people who drive the trains are union employees, and there are bus people, the bus drivers. There are police. There's fare takers and administration, and then there are carmen, or if that's too sexist for you, car people. But the classic term is called a carman. Carmen, like Carmen, but carman.
Next up, Wollaston Station.
Okay, next up, Wollaston Station. That was the translation. The carmen drive the subway trains and the trolleys. A trolley is the green line, specifically in the end of the red line, where there are basically 100-year-old rails and systems that replaced the first streetcars. The streetcars got gradual inclines that they could operate underground, and the rails slowly moved underground. And some of the system is still above ground, and there are all-weather. Actually, all the cars are all-weather because there are outdoor parts of it, kind of like this, where I live. So this is all out. This is technically the subway, but technically a subway is something underneath the streets and sidewalks. And I don't know, it's America's oldest subway, and I've never had a car. I've always used, I grew up in the projects of South Boston. My mom didn't have a driver's license. I was joking around with my mom, once, and I'm glad I got to do this joke for her because, she's a very selfless person. She passed away last July, and the anniversary is right around the corner, First anniversary of my mom's passing, but we're a jokey Irish type because that's our family. I'm second generation Irish American. My grandparents were immigrants. My great grandparents on the other side of my family are immigrants. I am the result of the immigrant experience. I am all for fair and equal and legal immigration. And I can talk about it on another show. I can talk about it in this show. But I don't want to take a panic pill because then I won't be able to have a pint of Guinness with my lunch. And I'll be fine. Cheers. The girl that asked us for directions on the stairwell going up the stairs there. And people ask me for, that's like, okay, what I'm grateful for. Another thing, you've heard me talk about the subway before. You've heard me talk about apolitically incorrect things all the time. But have I brought up my vibe, my aura, my riz? People ask me for directions all my life and all the time. It's so funny. I can be in a different city and I have a good sense of direction. You just have to orient yourself with, the sun, the horizon, a landmark. I'm pretty good, got that holographic 3D kind of thing going around, even in Manhattan or in Chicago. I love other cities. And I can get around because of the public transportation, the subway and buses. Mostly subways, though. But I have this vibe, this aura, this riz. What does riz mean? What do the kids mean when riz? It's short for charisma. Like the Kiss song from 1978's Dynasty. Charisma. What is my charisma? Yeah. What is my no. Charisma. Yeah. Is it my body or my brain? Is it my fortune or my fame? Ha. Is it my personality or just my sexuality? Charisma. What is my no. Charisma. What is my That's a Kiss song, Kiss, the kabuki style rock band, the heavy rock band. The makeup, theatrics, and pyrotechnics, and the spectacle. But it's my riz, it's my charisma, it's my aura, it's my vibe. People ask me for directions all the time. It's just, I have no idea. She got a nose ring. Stay away. That's an antenna for one side of the aisle transmissions to go directly into the cerebellum and into the brain. Apolitically incorrect. 110%. People ask me for directions. Just like that. I mean, like, hey, am I going the right way? Do you know how, it's so consistent. And it happened to my mom too. So this is kind of like, maybe it's like a learned skill, maybe because I just pulled off. Maybe it's the same vibe, and maybe it's a pheromone that bullies have always picked up on. And I love bullies because they're the one kind of human in this world that I can, maybe like have a tussle with, and I have no moral compunction. But that's another story. I'm a pacifist. Violence is a language. I mean, I grew up in a really tough neighborhood. The projects of South Boston. We will see them shortly. I'll take a quick video of them because they are tearing them down very soon. I look at my bedroom, my childhood bedroom window Monday through Friday. If you're a fan of the old show here, you'll know I do that all the time. I'm like, and there's my childhood bedroom. And I'll point it out to you. In a way, I mean, it's kind of steamy in here. The windows are rain streaked. But we'll make the effort all the same, won't we? But yeah, it's my charisma, it's my aura, it's my vibe. Oh boy, nose ring and no headphones. Wow, let's be even more entitled. I wish I could say something rude, like, doesn't your nose ring directly project the sounds of your phone directly as a download into your brain, and you can't do that now? No, see, that would be mean. I'm blessed and grateful for lots of things. But yeah, I'm grateful for public transportation. I'm grateful for my aura, that I think I have a nice guy vibe. I can put on a face, and it's true. It's a real face, that the don't fuck with me face. Something like that. It's a local thing. I don't expect you to understand if you're from the fucking Boondocks, kid. Yeah. I remain blessed and grateful. I remain a humble servant of the gratitude list, because my life has changed so very much for the better. And I'm so glad I got to meet Gary Beekler, YouTube's Nerdrotic, who gave me the idea for the gratitude list, and I got to gush at him for like 2-3 minutes straight and tell him about my gratitude list. I got to share my foundation with him. I got to tell him, like, how it reformatted my head, my self-talk. Now I'm asking myself better questions, such as, you got to run your anger, or your anger will run you, or how is this helping? If you react in predictable and typical patterns that have never gotten you traction in the first place, that have never brought you peace, that never made you look good. I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. Live and learn. This is the Live and Learn, the gratitude show. Live and learn was something my mom told me all the time. As a kid growing up, I'd roll my eyes. Don't roll your eyes at me. I'll smack you in the fucking head. Yep. And, but she got that from her mom, Anne O'Sullivan, born Anne Flannery of Sligo, Ireland, immigrant. Came over in the 1950s. Oh, great. Thank you. Oh, at least you turned it down. I'll be uploading this later to be published sometime tomorrow. So yeah, one of those, I was getting on the bus, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to be a better YouTuber and how to get more traction on your show. See, we recently broke the 1,600 subscribers. As of today, we're at 1,609, and that's really good. And I'm trying to extend the reach of the content of the show by doing... That's all helpful stuff. All right. Can barely understand it, but it was very helpful. They were very helpful. It was like the doors will open on your left, but what if you're facing the other end of the car? They're going to open to your right. It's relative to the forward direction of the train. That's his paradigm, where he's coming from. But I am hungry. See, we got here first, so we win the race. So we'll get to progress to the subway portal, the incline, before this other train. We should, by all lengths, means, and stuff. We're at JFK UMass Station. Next stop, Andrew Station. So where I grew up in the South Boston projects, we're about to see the Mary Ellen McCormick projects, but I grew up in the name before it, the Old Harbor development. And hopefully no one steals our seat, or I'll have to fucking kick someone in the... No, I'm not gonna kick anyone. I'll kick you off my live stream. Alrighty. So this is the walk I would take to the station every day. It used to be called Columbia Station. They renamed it JFK UMass Station. This is the Mary Ellen McCormick Housing Development, formerly the Old Harbor Projects. These are apartment blocks, and I live in here, the first row houses. This is the first row house, and here comes, that's my childhood bedroom, right there. The air conditioner in the corner, and that's that. Those are the projects. Now we're going into the tunnel. So I live almost equidistant between the Andrew Square station and the JFK UMass station. We never had a car, so I took the T all my life. I was a latchkey kid of the 1980s, and I was allowed free reign and daylight hours to ride this MBTA, this Massachusetts Bay Transit Authority, safely, without incident, without getting lost, with the trust of my mother, my single parent. One of my favorite things to do was to come into downtown Boston and just drop in at my grandfather at work. He worked at the third floor in George Marsh at the corner of Washington Street and Winter Street. We call it Downtown Crossing now. There's a major terminal, a subway terminal underneath there. And he'd always give me what I call the Irish politician's handshake. He'd slip me a few dollars, and I would immediately go across the street and up the stairs to Superhero Universe 3, my first local comic book shop that was open in the very early 1980s. And I would spend my money there on comic books. I would. It wasn't just the spinner rack at the local corner store. I had a local comic book shop in the early 1980s by the time I was 10 years old. 11 years old. I'd be 11 years old in 1983, the end of 1983, in 1984, for the most of 1984, and mostly understood, huh? I'm grateful for lots of things, and I want to pay that forward. So let me know in the comment section, what are you grateful for? Is gratitude working for you? It did for me. I've been doing this gratitude list for over 5 years now, and it's been it's given me the most traction on all of the things that were holding me back. I'm still the same person, same job, same shoe size, same bank account, same hat size. But what's different is the way I approach things. Now, I give myself a neutral space. I don't act in the old ways I used to. I don't lash out. I don't bash shit. I try not to get angry. And if I do get angry, I talk myself down out of it PDQ pretty darn quickly. I do. And I'm so blessed and grateful for that ability. I'm no longer dwelling over mistakes, regrets, inabilities, lacks of opportunities, especially with dating. You know, I had a date yesterday, my first date of the year. Am I getting a second date? Probably not. But you know what? I let go of my expectation to the result of this, but I never gave up. Did you understand any of that? That's all right. This is an old train. This is literally a 40-year-old Silverbird type. It's one of the oldest trains. It's the oldest type of subway car remaining on the red line. They don't even use the style of train on the blue and orange lines. A lot of the problems of the compatibilities of the newest red line cars and on the pre-existing oldest subway tracks in the system in the world. The problem isn't with the analog, more basic cars. The problems are with the compatibility of the over-designed digital age cars. That is what it is, isn't it? I've, a half century of being a commuter has taught me, it'll teach a thing or two about your subway and about your system map and about intersecting routes and about, bus routes that connect different parts of the city where the light rail and the subway don't go, and how far you can get, or if the subway's disabled, how to get back to Quincy, Massachusetts. If the red line mysteriously goes down again. Those are questions I might have an answer to. Usually I don't have an answer to most questions. I usually get more questions. Well, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling good. And I hope this feeling continues. I hope I don't have to take my panic pill, but it's there for me. It's in my bag of life that I bring everywhere. It's got my umbrella. It's got a tote bag for groceries. It's got my panic pills, a spare puffer, asthma inhaler, some lip balm. There's a real winner down here too with no headphones. Hello. What? Your friend likes to take it where? And hard? I only knew that because you don't use headphones. I know. Oh my gosh. That was so rude. This one too. It's like stereo now. Oh man. What is it? They're both women? Ah, that's just women. Men do it too. Right. They're trying to tell you the doors will open on the right. No, I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove to you that I get on the train at the most optimal place. Really, I'm going to just walk upstairs and get on and have the platform that I need to transfer to be there. I won't have to walk all the way down to the platform. This is such a guy thing to do too. It's like a driving route, but for me, it's the subway. Right. We got 2 more stops. And then we're going to transfer to the green line. Oh, good. Habibi. I understood that word. It means loved one in Arabic. Or cutie, or my sweetie. Habiti is what the man calls... Habibi is what you call... Habibi is what you call a woman. Habiti is what you call the man. I don't know if there's a gender-neutral Habibi. in Arabic. Let me know if you know one. Wouldn't that be great? Let me know. I want to know. I gotta ask Grok. Oh boy! Not only did he not fold up his scooter, he's vaping on the train too. This is public transportation. You can hear that? I heard inshallah, which means God be with you or God willing. Oh, wow. All right, well, we're getting off at the next stop. I know, we're doing an extra long episode today, aren't we? Well, yeah, this is Sully on the subway, Sully on the MBTA. Just be safe. I mean, I've had my head pointed at you the entirety of my voyage, but did I ever stop turning my head? Head on a swivel. Don't make yourself a mock. There are just homeless people. Yes, homeless, not unhoused people. Homeless people. Junkies, drunks, punks, thieves, men and women. Watch out for that one with the women distracts you while the partner, the man, comes up behind you, kind of thing. That works. I got zippers on my fat pants, my fat khakis. Not my car keys. Those are khakis. Khakis. That's pants. Well, this is a great example of like guy thinking and why guy thinking is great. Because you think like this. Like, I get on the subway, the train, at the right spot to do the least amount of wandering up and down. Here we go. We're getting off at Park Street Station. Here we are at Park Street Station on the red line. Park Street, red line. We're going to transfer to the green line. This is the red line subway car. We are literally in the subway right now. Why? Because we're underground. The stairs are right here. I'm going to Copley Square on the green line. Now this is one of America's oldest subway stations. Seriously, this is Park Street Station. I think it opened in 1896. Here's some pictorials for us. Lobster observed the subway construction in 1896. And Boston Common was dug up again to expand the station. It still looks like this right upstairs. We can take any train we want. There are 4 different trains here. They all have a divergent point. One at Copley, 3 at Leechmere, not Leechmere, Kenmore Square, where the Red Sox play. Next train is in 4 minutes. And we can get to where we're going. Yeah. These are more rugged, close. These are more of a light rail because they literally go up on the ability to become streetcars after an incline. And for fans of the older show, when I was still living in Somerville, Medford, you'll remember that we had a Green Line station that was like right there near my home. So we're used to seeing the Green Line. We should do more of the Orange Line and the Blue Line, I guess. Get some photographs of that. But yeah, this is one of America's oldest subway stations. And what do? Replace the trains, replace the rails, replace the platforms and the benches and and the fare-taking machines and the turnstiles. But overall, what remains is humans and people getting to work, going to play, meeting loved ones. At the end of the day, with all the interruptions and annoyances, I'm car-free, and I'm very grateful for that. It means I don't have to worry about gas, insurance, parking spaces being towed, feeding the meter at your parking meter. You know what I mean? And traffic, getting into fender benders. You know what I mean? Road rage. I've avoided all of these things in life, and I do think sometimes, like, how would that affect my panic and anxiety? How? I'm so blessed and grateful that I'm not dependent on my automobile. I'm dependent on other people's automobile. I'm dependent on another system. And a lot of the times, this old subway system, this, 119-year-old, 129-year-old subway system. If they broke ground here in 1896, that's 30 years minus 1. That's 29. That would be 129 years. Wow, I remember the centennial like it was yesterday. That makes me an old guy now. Awesome. I'm so grateful and blessed to have friends to have company with. I'm going to be on time, 12:47 a.m. currently, p.m. Post-meridian, meridian being noon of the day. Anti-meridian is a.m., before the meridian of the day. A.m., yep. But I will get to my lunch meeting on time. I can see the train coming around the bend. The E train. Take the E train. We're taking the E train. There's a B, C, D as in David, and E as in Eric. So we're taking the E train today. There once was an A line. The A line was replaced with the number 57 bus. The bell is used to alert passengers and commuters to mind the yellow platform line. Don't get hit by the train. Here we are. Ain't that cool? Alrighty. Well, God bless. Namaste. Good luck. I hope that you are grateful. I hope you are blessed. I hope you are healthy and happy. Know when to walk with the train, so you stop right at the... Oh boy, we got a school of kids, young people. It's always great to see. Ooh, and look, we found a seat. Now, if somebody needed a seat, who is elderly or disabled, I would totally give it up.
That was literally Randolph.
I don't give up my seat to women anymore, unless they're a mother.
Kids, but
When I first started working here,
All right.
they would say the kids would be like,
Well, thank you so much for tuning in for this extra jumbo king-size version of Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show coming to you in the afternoon. Whoa. Pizza and French fry. You know that one? Exactly. You got it. Nice shoes, by the way.
thank you.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Why do I have such a hard time with chicks? I can talk to chicks. Are you shitting me? Seriously. Alrighty. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Have a great day. Stay grateful. Stay blessed. Let me know in the comments section. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We're growing, and we're on the road to 1 million subscribers. We are. We're almost there. All right. Take care. We'll see you later. Bye.